Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts. I've directed the full resources of our intelligence and law enforcement communities to find those responsible and to bring them to justice. Our military is powerful and it's prepared. Tonight I ask for your prayers for all those who grieve. And I pray they will be comforted by a power greater than any of us, spoken through the ages in Psalm 23. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me.
My dearest family, you remember when you read these lines that it all started that day.
یا خدمات
چرا؟
سان نکن بیا
چی شده؟ کجا میبرینش؟
I had no reason to fear anything, even if they came in a military vehicle. Since the Americans had invaded our beloved city, everything's changed.
مواظب خودت باش.
Nevertheless, I had to go with the police, as refusing would have sent me straight to jail.
مواظب باش.
As we pulled away, I saw one of our neighbors taking money from foreigners, which was very strange.
Dear Cassidy, there are many things about me that you may never know. In March 2002, my doorbell rang.
Hello, John.
Derek, my former boss, whom you know, and another man were at my door, which was a bit surprising as I hadn't heard from him in quite a long time.
What are you doing here?
Justin.
Are you American?
What is up? No, wait.
Shut up.
Wait. No, this is a mistake.
I said shut up.
Ow!
Hello? Dad, I'm here.
Cassidy. It's good to see you. How you been?
I'm good, Dad. What's going on? Where are you going?
Pour yourself a drink, have a seat. Got something to tell you.
I imagine that much since you asked me to come right away. Dad, what's going on? Whenever I saw you pack a gun and Christ on his cross, it meant you were going to a war zone.
You're right, I am.
Again? Dad, you're retired.
Well, that's true, too, but we're in a major crisis, and our country needs all the help it can get.
What crisis?
What crisis? Really? I know it may not mean much to you, but we are in a crisis of our very civilization.
And what does that have to do with you?
Well, as you know, I was an expert in my field. I've been given a temporary assignment.
Dad, you served your country for over 40 years. You enrolled when you were 17. Isn't that enough?
Not when your country is under attack.
In any event, you didn't ask me here for my opinion, but to tell me of your decision. So when are you leaving and for how long?
Tomorrow. The initial deployment is for 30 days. It could extend beyond that. Would you take care of the house for me?
Of course, but
This is for you. You might find it useful in case...
in case you don't come back. This is ridiculous, Dad. You're 65 years old. Why can't you just live your life like everyone else?
Hey. I'm not proud of a lot of things I've done in my life. You may not accept this, but I'm doing this for you. And maybe the children you might have someday. So you have a future in this great country.
Great.
Wait, where are you taking me?
Nah, the Egyptian. Good catch. Egyptian, get up.
حالا.
Speak English. You American? Can you please tell me what I'm doing here?
We'll ask the questions. For now, just empty your pockets in here. You're watching Wedding Ring 2.
Where did you learn to speak English?
By you, the Americans. If you have my file, you know I volunteered during the war against the Soviets.
Yes, we know you're Mujahideen.
You chose to never stop the jihad.
Don't understand. The war ended in 1989.
Don't play dumb. Intellectual. You know what's going on. You turned against us, so let's cut the crap. You tell us where Osama is, and we'll let you go home.
Osama? Who's Osama?
You fought alongside bin Laden, and you've continued to wage jihad since the end of the war. We know this.
I've never seen or even met bin Laden. Don't touch me.
We're only trying to help you here. Tell us how you keep in touch with bin Laden. Tell us where he is, and you go home with a nice reward.
Can't tell you something I know nothing about.
We believe that you do know. So if you don't tell us anything, it'll be hell from here on out.
This is some kind of mistake. I'm a school teacher.
Get him out of here.
You have the wrong man.
Get his ass out of here.
Bill, we've known each other for 25 years, so spare me the usual speech. What kind of shit is this? We don't do that.
We do now. You'll be dealing with high-value targets from whom we need to extract intelligence. Bin Laden and Saddam Hussein are plotting 100 more 9/11 attacks.
But this is torture. We don't torture people. The law is very clear on that point. Even the Kubark manual was modified to clarify this.
Do you think you're telling me something I don't know? Kubark was written decades ago. Times have changed. 9/11 happened. My job is to show you that you'll be using measures that will contravene your prior training and practice.
You and I both know that the bond you can establish with a target is the most effective way to get intelligence.
Yes, but that takes time. And this kind of time, we don't have. And now they're taking these terrorists to CIA-held secret sites without due process.
CIA-run sites, really? Ha! Oh, can't wait. And the targets get to go through that?
Correct. And the soldiers that are handling them are trained for that. They're told over and over that the targets are terrorists, and they're the worst of the worst. Imagine.
You know we can be held accountable for this.
No. We're acting under direct presidential order.
Direct presidential order, really?
Look, we're at war. You have two choices. You can go home now and back to your nice life, or you can choose to go to hell.
All right, everyone on the plane now. Let's go.
On the plane.
Come on, move it. Don't eyeball me.
Moving now. Hurry up. Move it. Come on.
Keep your eyes straight. Let's go.
Come on, move it. Move it. Move it.
Hurry up.
Move
Let's
it.
go.
Hurry up. Move it. Go. Turn around. Turn around. Come on. Get out.
The next step in this descent into hell is to be flown away from home, away from you and family.
Head down. I said keep your head down. Head down. Keep it down.
I was handcuffed, shackled so tightly, the flow of blood to my hands and feet was cut off. I had not been given food or water in more than 24 hours.
All you guys are terrorists. I said keep your motherfucking head down.
I was feeling weak, disoriented. My main fear was not knowing where they were taking me. For what reason? Not knowing what they could do to you. The fact that they thought I knew Bin Laden was unbelievable. But then, what was the reason? Why were they beating us? Praying to God was my only refuge. I kept asking him for protection.
I said head down. Head down.
Abiding by the rules and to avoid worrying you, Cass, I didn't tell you that I was on my way to Afghanistan, which was now the front line of the global war on terror.
Your scarf, sir.
Thank you. You should know that I'm a member of the CITF, which stands for Criminal Investigation Task Force, a very special investigative branch of the military. The goal is not only to destroy Al-Qaeda, but also to capture Osama bin Laden and Saddam Hussein, who had both been our allies but turned against us. Now they are on a path to destroy our civilization and impose Sharia law around the world. I realized very quickly that this journey would be very unique and probably very dangerous. I decided to write a diary for you. You were right, in case I do not return.
Get undressed.
House inspection.
Turn around. One more.
identify yourself.
Kamal Sadiq.
Nationality.
Egyptian.
Then what are you doing here?
I live here. Married to an Afghan woman, we have 2 children.
Your number is going to be 120.
What terrorist organization are you part of?
I'm part of no organization.
Where is Osama bin Laden?
Why do you keep asking me this? I don't know him. Why are you hitting me? I'm answering your question.
Careful what you answer.
You have 2 little kids, right?
Are you threatening my family?
Maybe we'll learn more after we pick up your wife. Are you part of the Taliban?
No. You have no right to go after my family.
Here there is no law to protect you or your family. You have no rights. Nobody cares about you and no one knows where you are. We know you were part of the September 11th attack.
No, I was not.
Take him away. Be more cooperative tomorrow.
Keep your head down. Stay down.
I need to pray. I don't care what you do.
انزل حبيبي صلي وانت قاعد بلاش يقتلوك اقعد الله اكبر طيب السلام استغفر الله اله الا الله محمد رسول الله استغفر الله العظيم حرما يا اخي
كمان إن شاء الله.
أنا اسمي مصطفى أكمل. كنت بشتغل في أفغانستان.
يعني كنتوا مجاهدين؟
لا. جهري باعني للأمريكان وقبض أجره. كان حاطط عينه على أرضي.
بقول لك هو احنا فين؟
إحنا في بقرة.
طب أنا مش فاهم إيه اللي بيحصل هنا، عمالين بيسألوني أسئلة غريبة ويضربوا فيا.
كل الناس اللي هنا بتنضرب وبتعذب. وحيضلهم يضربوا فينا لحد ما ياخدوا اللي بدهم إياه.
تعذب؟
الناس اللي هون معظمها اللي رجلها مكسورة واللي ايده مكسورة واللي وجهه مكسور.
واللي ما جاوبناش على الأسئلة اللي بيسألوها.
الناس هذه ما بتفرق عندها إذا إحنا متنا ولا طبنا. في ناس تنفقد من هون كل يوم. كان عندي صاحب اسمه دلوار، كان معانا هون. الجنود ضلهم يضربوه على رجليه ويكسروا له في عظامه. هو يدعي ويقول يا الله يتمسخروا عليه ويضحكوا ويضربوا ويكسروا، وضلهم يكسروا في ايديه ورجليه لحد ما ارتمى، وبعد هيك شالوه وصاروا يضربوه في الحيط في الحيط في الحيط. وبعدين قالوا انه مات بسكتة قلبية. ناس ما عندها رحمة.
That was the biggest shock of all. Humiliation, blows to my body or face were nothing in comparison. Even if I was in so much pain that I wanted to scream. My only solace in all of this is to imagine the moment we would meet again. A beautiful place. Be happy again together. But then I understood that I could die here. They even dared to threaten you, my wife. And that became my biggest fear. That they would submit you to the same treatment. And how would our children survive by themselves?
Hey, Cass, it's Dad. How are things? I'm trying to catch you before you started your day. Just to let you know, I made my first destination. I can't tell you where it is, but so far everything is smooth and easy. I'll call you again in a couple of days from this encrypted phone, same time. Try to answer. Love you.
Get up, 120, interrogation! Too bad you put that jumpsuit on, because that ass is prime.
Mealtime? You have just 3 minutes.
This is the Egyptian. Disappointing, isn't it?
Sir, I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Identify yourself.
I'm Gamal Sadiq. I'm from Egypt.
Jamal Sadiq. It's really you. The right arm of bin Laden.
I don't know bin Laden. I was never the right arm of anyone. Sir, I'm a school teacher. I've never... Please.
He's refused to cooperate for 2 straight days. 2 days, that's all they get. Where is bin Laden hiding?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him. No, please, sir. Stop! I can't breathe.
Terrorists like you shouldn't be allowed to breathe. Do you know how many of our people you've killed?
Stop it! Stop!
Who connected you with the 9/11 hijackers?
Nobody. I don't know anyone.
You realize he'll never talk this way, right?
You'd be surprised. Eventually they'll sign anything.
Then how do you know they're telling the truth? I'm not signing whatever you want just to stop this.
These are terrorists. They're the worst of the worst. This is why we run this site and not you guys. Wake them up. It's time to make them talk. Do you even know that Al Qaeda is offering a $10,000 reward for every American killed? We have credible evidence that they're planning an attack on this base. You might feel different if you were under attack. Are you part of Al Qaeda?
The first order of business was to witness the implementation of some of these new interrogation techniques, which are basically torture. And now the biggest question is, and you'll like this one, aren't we supposed to exercise judgment and decide when our duty is to not follow orders? Like in the movie Potemkin, which you so often cited in our arguments when the soldiers revolted against their superiors. But then on the other hand, what if my target is a skillfully trained terrorist with information that could save lives? God works in mysterious ways, ways we may not understand, and which may force us to do wrong first in order to do right.
Where are you taking me? No, no, please no, no, no.
Do you know why we put you in there first? It's so we don't see your blood soil the ground when we shoot you.
Last chance. Where's Bin Laden?
I'm innocent. You have the wrong man. No, 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 please, no! No, no, please, I can't breathe. I can't breathe in here. Please. Open up!
Like it? Built it myself. Took me about 2 weeks.
You do know that mock executions are strictly prohibited by the Convention Against Torture.
This was specifically approved by the White House. It's a bit over your pay grade, soldier.
White House?
The White House, and then relayed by CIA headquarters.
So based on this approval, how far can we take it? How long can we keep him in there? Till he starves to death, till he goes insane? And if he does, what kind of intelligence will he be able to provide?
Feel free to file a complaint with your government. By the way, that attack, it's gonna happen tonight. Why don't you grab your bulletproof vest, hide under your bed. Make sure you put it on first. It's gonna be a long night. You're not in Alice paradise yet. You're still in our hell. When was the last time you spoke to Bin Laden?
Told you I don't know him.
Wow. 2 days in there and you still won't cooperate. You enjoy the fireworks last night? Still no memories?
Look, I don't think you understand the situation you're in. Our government says you're part of Al-Qaeda, and you are in significant trouble, whether it's true or not. Many of my countrymen are dead. They were innocents. All of us hate you for that. And it makes things very bad for you, and you don't want to make them worse. So, you either help us, and we set you free, or you don't, and you will continue to suffer the consequences. It's your decision.
Never spoke.
Fine, but maybe your imam did? Was your imam in touch with him?
My mom was a religious man.
Well, you think about this. You have to give us something that we can use. It's your only way out.
Out of the truck, let's go! Get out! Let's go! Right now, let's go! Move! Move it! Let's go! Follow me! Follow me! Hurry up! Let's go now! Follow me! Let's go! Move! Move it! Let's go! Follow me! Follow me! Keep it moving! Go! Move! Hurry up! Go! Move! Let's go! Go! Fucking move! Fucking move, you raghead piece of shit!
Hurry up, get down. Stop moving. Leave your time there. These ass so bad down. Tell that asshole to put his head down. Head down right now. Tell that other guy to put his head down. Put your head down over there.
Fucking move! Fucking move, you raghead piece of shit!
Head down right now. Tell that other guy to put his head down.
Fucking move, you raghead!
They said I stayed on the hook for a total of 4 days. It was like my shoulders were separating from my body. Pain was too much to bear, and I let go again, imagining us together again. When I awoke, I was being taken on the longest and most painful journey. They had clearly perfected the ways of torturing men to the extreme. They deprived us from the use of all of our senses, seeing, hearing, talking, smelling, maybe the worst of all, moving. As they even stopped the blood from fully circulating in our bodies. It feels like a wave of numbness. It's invading your body, little by little, till you pass out. When you can't use your senses, your mind becomes numb as well. With the thought that you might be killed at any time makes you crazy. I don't think I knew what fear was before. Now I do. Fear of being tortured is definitely greater than the torture itself.
Get up. Get up. Now!
My legs are working.
Get up, motherfucker!
No laying down. No standing until you are ordered. Blue bucket is for water, white bucket is your bathroom. Blanket stays folded during the day until you are ordered to sleep. And remember, you are in Delta Charlie 2. When you are called, you identify yourself with first and last name and Delta Charlie 2. And execute the orders if you want to keep living. I told you to sit! You're gonna die in here, asshole.
Sir, you should not be here.
And who are you?
I'm Officer Martin, security. These men over here are dangerous. Step away from this area.
Identify yourself.
Gamal Sadiq, Delta Charlie 2.
Louder.
Gamal Sadiq, Delta Charlie 2.
Eat. Now. After you go fetch water, and then you can use the bucket, and then you'll sit back down, and then you'll have time to pray.
Thank you.
أخويا راح نقوم بالصلاة بس لازم تكون قصيرة.
No talking in Delta Charlie.
الله أكبر.
Get off the blanket, motherfucker. You're not authorized to use it now. You hear me? IRF. Delta. Charlie 2.
We also have to work those sort of the dark side, if you will. We're going to spend time in the shadows in the intelligence world. There have been restrictions placed on the United States intelligence gathering reluctance to use unsavory characters, those who violate human rights, to assist in intelligence gathering. Will we lift some of those restrictions? Well, I think so. I think one of the byproducts, if you will, of this tragic set of circumstances is that we'll see a very thorough sort of reassessment of how we operate and the kinds of people we deal with. If you're going to deal only with officially approved, certified good guys, you're not going to find out what the bad guys are doing. You need to be able to penetrate these organizations. You need to have on the payroll some very unsavory characters.
Go to sleep. Lay on your back with your blanket only on your legs. We must see your hands at all times.
شكلهم كسروا رجلي. كنا عنا عظام مكسورة. The IRFs بيكسروا كل عظامنا قطعة قطعة.
يعني ال IRF
Immediate reaction force. دولت يكسروا عظامنا. ما تسأل على دكتور أخويا ولا حكيم. راح ياخدوك للحكيم هناك. أخونا سنة مكسورة كسروا كل أسنانه. صابع مكسور قطعوا له كل أصابعه. وهذول ولاد قحبة. أخويا
Shut up, Delta Charlie 1. Next time I hear a noise, the IRFs will come to shut your mouth.
Cass, I learned by being in the interrogation business for 40 years that there is no black and white in men, only gray. You should know that for most of my life, I've been operating in the gray areas of policy, and I became a master at doing this to the limits of what the law allows. I guess that's what I became an expert at. I know you'll think it's pretty pathetic, but it's needed. Today, I'm confronted with a high-value target, and I know that my job is to protect American lives. But it's also true that 40 years in the business has changed who I am, made me lose your mother, and become so distanced from you. You have to lock up the feeling part of yourself to be a good interrogator. I tried to correct that with you since I retired, but now it seems I've chosen to throw that away. Please forgive me.
No food, no food, no food, no food, no food. Shower.
TP.
Hey, TP.
Not you. Not you. You were defiant last night. Just shower in the interrogation. And your shower is only 20 seconds for the same reason. Now get up, face the wall, and put your hands behind your back.
Detainee on deck.
Enter.
They were in a hurry when they built this. My name is Jim. I'm your lead interrogator.
You're Bagram.
Correct.
How it touched my heart to greet you, as it means sincerity and respect. But I get. At any rate, respect doesn't mean very much here.
That would not be correct. I intend to fully respect you, if you respect me.
Sir, I've been tortured by your people non-stop for the past 2 months. You make me live in a cage. Give me food not even suitable for an animal to eat. Now I'm sitting in front of you, chained to the floor. I can't even sit up straight. Is that respect?
Remove the chains from his hands.
Sir, that's against the rules.
In this room, I make the rules. Do as I say. There. I showed you some respect. Now it's your turn. Tell me your name and your story from the beginning.
But I'm not a terrorist, just a school teacher. Yet you kidnapped me from my home and tortured me without even giving me the right to defend myself.
You've been declared by my government an enemy combatant, and as such, you do not fall under the law protecting soldiers in a war.
I thought your country was built on laws and principles. Khair, inshallah. That means, with God's will, good things will happen. I'm Gamal Sadiq, born in Egypt. My mother is still alive. My education made me understand the oppression that my people went through for so many generations. Political, economical, cultural, and religious oppression. So when the Soviets invaded Afghanistan, I decided, that's it, I have to do something. So I joined the Mujahideen, fighting on the side of the Americans. That's where I met my wife. She was also a fighter. We served under an American sergeant.
Why did this war become a jihad? Why did it become a religious conflict?
There was a call to get rid of the non-believers and those who are soiling our religion. We wanted to create a more humane world. A world that would be good for the poor.
But let me understand something. I read a book on Afghan history that said the Russians invaded to support the Afghan government, which was communist at the time, but were very good to the poor. So why did you make them your enemies?
Oh, we fought them because, as you said, they were communists, which meant they had no God and no religion. Not only that, they were dishonoring our Muslim traditions. Are you a religious man?
Indeed. I'm like you on that front. I pray every day, sometimes 3 times a day.
That should unite us. Christians and Muslim, both people of the book. We believe that God is one and all-powerful. Islam is a faith that was revealed many times before through prophets like Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. But why are we fighting?
In my faith, Jesus is not considered a prophet, but the Son of God. We're fighting you because you decided to attack us with a mind of destroying our
Please don't
civilization.
say you.
You fought the Afghan war on bin Laden's side. Isn't he a very religious man, too?
Yes, I heard he is. He's also a misguided man. Does not understand that Islam is a peaceful religion.
But you supported him. Our government has proof of your connection to him.
Really? Well, show me the proof. I see a group of mujahideen. What does that have to do with me?
This is bin Laden. This is you.
This is absurd. I don't know if this is bin Laden, but this is definitely not me. Just, how could you identify me that far away from the camera?
Our experts use facial recognition technology.
Maybe you should change your experts or your technology, because this is definitely not me.
Now, what's the most important thing I can do for you? I know, stop the beatings. I'll try, but what else?
The most important thing will be to give a letter to my family. Can you do that?
I think I can arrange that. Write a letter to your wife. Keep things on a mundane level. Nothing political or anything about what's going on here, because it will be read before it is sent. Hide these. I can't guarantee the soldiers will let you keep them. I'll see if your family's written to you. They probably know you're here from the Afghan government.
No praying, old fart. It's not time. You're too old for this shit. Go back to sleep. Didn't I tell you not to pray? I don't give a fuck about your prayers, motherfucker.
Stop! Hey, نحي الخرا، نحي الخرا، راجل عجوب، نحي الخرا، نحي الخرا، راجل عجوب. Come on, stop! Come on, up!
That's enough! Go back to your fucking bed!
Hey, Mr. Egyptian. I'm Officer Martin. I saw the way you defend that old man. That was courageous. I wish I could have done something like that. Listen, I know it's hard to breathe in here, but that's on purpose. But I'm here by myself. I'm gonna leave the slot open so you can breathe better. But when the guards come back, I have to close it.
I understand. Thank you. You're also courageous.
Many of us feel ashamed about what's going on here.
The main issue is that I can be held here for a very long time, tortured to the extreme, perhaps losing some of my limbs. And I know that everybody has a limit on how much they can handle. Anything that would change my life forever like losing a limb, would definitely constitute a breaking point for me. How could I even return to you, my family, like that? This is why I kept half of the piece of paper I was given, to tell you what really happened to me. I don't know yet how I'll get it out to you. God will help me. For now, the most important task would be to find a way to survive this hole they put me in. No air comes except from underneath the door. If I move as little as possible and breathe as much as I can from under the door, I might not suffocate. This is terrifying. That will have to be my focus.
Hey, Cass, it's your dad. I don't even know if you can hear me. I'm too far from the base antenna. Can you SMS me when I can reach you? You know you can't call me. I'm in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, far from the Arab world. All's good. But if you can't answer the phone, can you write to me like you did when you were younger? My P.O. box is 2731. Anyway, I'll pray for you. Release his hands. I brought us some tea. I know. They're the only ones I could find. Anyway, I'm glad to see you again. Alive.
Alive? How can anyone be alive without any food, water, air for days? So sorry about the smell. Use the corner of my cage as a bathroom.
Are you hungry? Give me a burger and some fries. I know it's not your typical food, but they have to think it's from me.
I don't need your fake pity after everything you put me through.
Wasn't my call. And attacking that soldier was stupid. I spoke with her today. She was ready to kill you. You're lucky.
There are things in this life that are unacceptable. Soldier having fun beating an old man because he was praying is one of them. Imagine he was your father. You just watch and do nothing.
He was not your father?
Felt like he was. This is why I cannot believe anything you tell me, or accept anything you offer me. You're part of this. Do not hesitate to destroy men. I will not cooperate any longer. No longer trust you.
I think I will gain your trust again. I did some research on your mail I found a letter from your wife. If I let you have it, will you go back to cooperating with me? Deal?
God will punish you for this. If you want to do forgery, but hire better forgers. It's not my wife's handwriting.
Thank you. Not a bargaining chip. You either want it or you don't. We even have McDonald's here. Sorry about the letter. I tried. You should know that the FBI has obtained a confession from the imam about your involvement in the September 11th plot.
That's impossible. You cannot implicate me in something I know nothing about. Maybe if you tortured him enough.
So you deny being part of the 9/11 attack as you deny being part of Al-Qaeda?
Yes. How can I be a part of such a crazy thing? By the way, millions of Arabs do not believe that bin Laden was part of 9/11.
Really?
Yes. They know he worked for the CIA. They believe that the CIA and the Jews planned 9/11. They heard that the Mossad knew about it and evacuated all the Jews from the towers before the planes hit.
That is beyond crazy. Why would the CIA and the Jews do something like that?
It's as crazy as you believing I'm part of Al-Qaeda. They think it's a big enough reason to invade the entire Middle East. They also believe Al-Qaeda is a CIA creation.
Well, that's not only totally crazy, it just shows how Arabs and Americans just live in two different worlds. How are we ever going to talk together?
As long as you believe everything your government tells you, maybe we can't.
Were you a part of Hezb Islami Gulbaddin?
No.
The FBI has proof that your imam was part of that group.
Is there any way you could even imagine that I'm innocent? You have the wrong guy.
My government says you're guilty. And they give me proof of your guilt. You tell me you're innocent. Who should I trust?
Your Bible says your God hates a lying tongue, a heart with wicked plans, and hands that shed innocent blood.
Glad to hear you read the Bible.
Well, if you're a religious man, don't you participate in all this?
It also says that every person is subject to governing authorities, and that these authorities come from God.
Now I know how you deal with all of this. Your government tells you I'm guilty. The government is appointed by God. Therefore, government is right. There's no chance I can be innocent. Do you know the Conference of the Birds? It's a very famous Persian poem. The title comes from the Quran. It's a story of 1,000 birds. They have to decide who among them will be their king, the enlightened one. But each of them has a fault, like vanity or greed or other human fault. And that prevents them from obtaining enlightenment. They hear they have to cross 7 valleys to reach the only enlightened bird, their king. Valleys of quest, love, knowledge, poverty, unity, and so on. Many birds die in the journey because they can't get rid of who they are. And those who succeed to get there, to the place where the king is supposed to be, find a lake. When they go to drink, they see their reflection. There is no king. That means, unless we realize that we are nothing, and we give up our vanity and pride, we will never reach enlightenment. But when we do, together we are king. So bring me back to that airless cage.
I had you transferred to a better cell, where there are other prisoners. This interrogation is becoming the most distressful of my career. But you'll be happy to know that I'm starting to question our government's position that my high-valued target is even a member of a terrorist organization. I may not be as inhumane as you think. And would you believe that millions of Arabs think that bin Laden didn't mastermind 9/11? Beyond its craziness, it's disturbing because it shows that I never questioned the information given to me. But why should I, if all powers come from God?
No. Sit him in this chair.
Sir, are you sure? He's a terrorist. If you want to take the risk.
I'll take the risk. And please, free his hands. I'm Bob Levin. I'm your lawyer.
I don't have a lawyer.
You do now.
You're a lawyer?
Yes. Would it make you feel better if I was wearing a suit and a tie?
Are you sure they didn't send you? Many brothers were sent so-called lawyers who turned out to be interrogators.
Your wife sent me.
My wife. Here we go again. And how do you know my wife?
She came to Washington seeking help and she was sent to me.
My wife in Washington. Why was she in Washington?
She learned what happened to you from reading newspapers and media reports.
My story's in the newspaper. Why do they publish such lies? I'm not part of Al-Qaeda. And I was not captured in Pakistan. I was kidnapped out of my home in Afghanistan. That's why they took the picture in Bagram. And this one is not me.
Yes, I know. Your wife told me. It's all part of a publicity campaign. They need results, and the media will publish anything the government gives them. She gave this to me.
Can I keep this?
Of course, it's yours.
We have no money for you.
You think I do this for money? I'm here pro bono, which means I'm here on my own dime.
Why would you represent a terrorist like your country calls me for no money?
Because in life, one has to make choices. Sometimes there are things that are acceptable, and sometimes there are things which are not. What you're going through here is one of the unacceptable things.
It's funny. I use similar words with the people here, but got me nowhere. I got tortured nearly to death.
We started to get testimonies from detainees a few months ago. This is definitely deemed not acceptable by our laws and by the international conventions our country's a part of.
Are you Muslim?
No, I am not.
I didn't think so. It's a Christian faith that makes you want to help people.
Nope, I'm not Christian either.
What are you? I mean, what do you believe?
I have no God. I believe in mankind. Yeah, it's tough.
I'm sorry, I don't think I can be represented by someone who doesn't believe in God.
What you need is a man who believes in laws, and that men and governments must respect those laws. Should I remind you, the men who put you in here also believe in God, and they're fighting you and your people because of this belief?
One soldier even told me that his God is better than mine.
Our most pressing issue is I was able to force the government to review your status of enemy combatant.
And my wife mentioned that in the letter. She said it's important. Why?
Well, if you strike that from your record, your situation here will change entirely. But it won't be easy, since the evidence the government will present will be deemed genuine and accurate. We won't be allowed to challenge them.
So I'll just have no chance to be innocent. It's just a farce.
We will have the right to comment on the evidence presented, which will create a record. We only have 1 week to prepare. How's your relationship with your main interrogator?
He's a religious man.
He will be your defender in the process. I'll only be allowed to assist but not defend, so he is the key.
Anderson, come in.
Nice meeting you, General.
Just give me one little second here. That's me when I was younger. Take a seat.
Huh. There's a casino here?
Yeah, there used to be a lot of them. It's paradise. But then the commies took over, shut them all down. Look, I'm sure you've heard I've taken command of the Joint Task Force here, and I've been told you are an expert in your field. Look, I'm gonna get straight to the point. You may be an expert, but I've read your reports. There's nothing in them. You've got nothing from this guy. Your techniques are totally outdated. You see, in a few weeks, we'll have more than 500 terrorists detained here, and we won't have enough time to coddle them. So I've been working directly with Secretary Rumsfeld on what is called the First Special Interrogation Plan, which specifies 17 techniques that must now be used on these terrorists. To be crystal clear, I am in favor of using extreme torture methods with the terrorists who refuse to cooperate. Do I have your support on this?
Well, General, you are the commanding officer here. It's not up to me to make decisions.
I'm not asking for you to respect my rank, but to embrace and implement these new methods.
Yes, of course, but as far as extreme torture goes, since it is forbidden by every convention that this country has ever...
I don't give a fuck about conventions or international laws. I do give a fuck about these terrorists and the intel they'll provide.
But if we use torture, any confessions that we may get will not hold up in court.
Who's talking about courts?
Well, one day or another, they'll all end up in court. They can't be held forever.
Yes, they can now. That's the whole point. But extreme torture will be rare, I hope. I'm convinced these new methods will do just fine. I'll give you a shortcut. You remember the 1956 CIA study called Communist Control Techniques, right?
I believe so.
So, techniques include hooding isolation, sleep deprivation with white noise or loud music, with continuous light or darkness. They will be forced to maintain a rigid position in bed. This will result in anxiety and nightmares. The subject will be awoken every 15 minutes or can be denied sleep entirely. Continuous loss of sleep produces a clouding of consciousness and extreme fatigue. They will be maintained in cells that are extremely hot or extremely cold. And on top of that, because they are all Muslims, shaving, stripping, diapering, and any overtly sexual advance involving some nudity or touching, and also trashing their Qurans will get them over the top. And none of these methods are torture.
I think most of these methods are already being used here.
True, but very moderately. They will be used systemically in all camps from here on out. And listen, the next level will include maintaining the body in an unnatural position, thus creating unbearable pain, which could lead to dislocation of limbs or permanent injuries to vital organs or even death, and using cramped confinement or walling or waterboarding and dryboarding.
Dryboarding?
It's when asphyxiation is induced by stuffing the subject's airways with rags, then taping his mouth and nose shut. And yes, these could be considered torture, but you're not going to be the one making these kinds of decisions anyway. And we will be destroying all records of these sessions. Now, General Mattis himself said, and I quote, "We are here to kill evil. Bayonet it, grenade it, shoot it with machine guns, cut his eyes out and shit in the sockets." This is for you. Wear it. You'll realize one day we did righteous work here.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day.
السلام عليكم. شو اسمك؟
عليكم السلام.
أنا جمال الصادق من مصر. أنا حسين البكر من بيروت. أنت اللي دفعت عليه للشيخ علي. إحنا كتير مفخورين فيك وبنحبك عشان هيك.
الله يخليك. أنت بقالك قد إيه هنا؟
جمعتين حاطيني بالكرسي وهلا عم يتلجوني.
إيه اللي جابك في الكرسي؟
مخابرات أول ما أجيت كبوني على الأرض وبلشوا يضربوا فيني وبلش يخبطوا بظهري يطلعوا وهيك خبطوا بظهري. بالاخر اجى واحد حط اجره بنص ظهري سحب راسي لفوق كسر لي فقري كله. الحمد لله صار بدنا عمليه بس منعونا اياها. وهلا قاعد على الكرسي بس بياخذوه عشيه بيجي بياخذوه بيتمشوا فيه ما هيك. بس الحمد لله انا كبير بالعمر يعني مش اضرب شيء نحن هون.
اضرب فيك ازاي يعني؟
ما في هذا من كندا اسمه 17 سنه.
17 سنه؟
اسمه عمر خضار.
عملوا فيه ايه؟
نفس الشيء لنا كلياتنا بس لانه هو صغير بالعمر حطوه بالجوره لحاله، ان شاء الله يصير سنه قاعد لحاله، حرام. ولا في كبايه مي يشرب فيها باوضته، ما في شيء. بده يشرب مي بالحاسه مثل الكلب على الارض. ايه حرام عم يجن سمعته امبارح عم بعيط لامه وعم بيصرخ لامه وبيه ولسته. يا حرام ما حدا عم يرد عليه يحكي معه ولا حدا. وبلش يخبط راسه من حيط لحيط، بتشوف الدمع بينزل من خاره من تمه من دينته. يا حرام. نفس الشيء صار لابو دزاري، هداك يحاول يقتل حاله 13 مره.
لا حول ولا قوه الا
ايه عشان هيك نحن مجهزين كثير، هلا مجهزين حالنا نعمل اضراب الطعام. تشاركنا؟
طبعا، هو ده اكل حد يزعل عليه؟
هن بيبزقوا بكل صحن قبل ما يعطونا اياه.
بيبزقوا؟
ايه هاي بتكون واحدة من طلباتنا نحن طالبينهم لنوقف اضراب الطعام، هاي ويحطوا قرآن بكل سجن واعطونا حقنا نصلي. نحن كمان حنوقف هيدي المسخرة، كل ما بيمرقوا مين انت ومين انت هيك المسخرة نعرفها حالنا. بس اهم مشكلة اول وحدة انه هن يوقفوا عذاب الصبي.
مظبوط.
What's up, Mr. Egyptian?
Hello, Officer Martin.
I got a pillow and a Quran for you.
Really?
But you have to work with me. Tomorrow I have to take you to your next interrogation. We'll pass the Red Cross. They probably ask you some questions, but pretend like you don't hear. Walk by smiling. Can you do that with me? They're asking which prisoners may cooperate, and I thought maybe it'd be you, so we can get you some kind of comfort.
General, I must object to this. Visits to prisoners captured during international conflict are codified in the Geneva Convention of 1949.
Which was signed by 191 countries to date, including the United States.
The Geneva Convention does not apply here as we're dealing with enemy combatants.
General, with all due respect, that option is not part of the convention. We must be allowed to tour all prisoners' accommodations and have a personal conversation with them.
And what do you know about the application of the so-called convention?
This is my job, General. And for your information, I've studied those issues for the last 15 years.
Look, this is why we're here, okay? Start with these guys.
Hello, sir. Do you speak English? If not, my colleague will translate. May I ask you a few questions?
Folks, follow me.
No? Make him stand.
is Officer Josh of the FBI. Officer Kate.
First, identify yourself.
I'm Gamal Sadiq, Camp Echo 4.
Tell me your story from the beginning.
I've told my story hundreds of times before. Why do I need to say it again?
Hey, asshole. Before we put you in a hole forever, we want to give you one more chance. No smiling. We know you're a terrorist and you were part of the 9/11 attack. We have all the proof we need to put you down.
Show me the proof.
تفتكر هيجهز امتى؟
حسب التكلفة المدارس هي غالية.
ايوه عشان هو اجنبي، انما الامريكان بتكون ارخص.
وانت قلت لي انه
I think that should be enough to bring back your memory.
Do you recognize the voices in this recording?
Yes, it's me and my imam.
What were you discussing?
We're discussing his nephew who's about to go to New York to study English.
Did you help his nephew settle in New York?
Yes, I did. Is that a crime?
What if his nephew's one of the 9/11 terrorists?
His nephew lives in Afghanistan. He works for an NGO.
What if it wasn't his nephew that you helped, but one of the terrorists instead?
Is it a crime to help someone find a place to sleep and a school to study English?
What if the school is a school to help him learn how to fly planes instead?
Oh, come on. You can make me doubt the person I was helping, not the school I provided. Besides, it seems you've recorded our conversation. You'll probably be able to tell what school I provided for him.
We did not record your conversation. The Afghan government did.
You do know that some Taliban have been freed, right?
No. Is that true?
Yes. They've been freed because the Taliban we consider a military organization, therefore protected by the Geneva Convention. They were sent back to their countries to be tried. Are you Taliban?
No, I am not.
Then what organization are you a part of?
I am part of...
Don't fucking lie to me!
Lying to you would be against my faith.
So for the last time, confess your involvement in helping the 9/11 terrorists.
Knowingly or not?
God knows what I did and knows what you're doing to me right now. He'll be the judge. For now, I'm gonna stop answering your questions.
You realize this hearing is going nowhere if you don't cooperate.
They don't know how to talk to a man like you, do they?
Please do not touch me.
Why? You don't think I'm attractive?
You know very well that Muslim men are not even allowed to look at women who are not married.
Well, it's your loss. I don't like you. But if fucking you will make you talk, then I'm all for it.
You're ashamed of yourself? Haven't your people been through enough?
What people are you talking
The
about?
black people of America. Your ancestors who were slaves. Both our people have been oppressed for many generations. We should be on the same side.
That was hundreds of years ago. And I'm only doing my job here. What will your dad do if I rub myself against you and get pleasure from it?
Please stop. You will not obtain anything from me this way. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? How do you respect yourself after this?
Don't worry. I'll respect myself just fine.
Why don't?
I'm sorry you were beaten again. is unconscionable. I spoke to your FBI interrogator. He said he would be writing a report about the use of torture in the camp. He said he witnessed a detainee with a garden hose shoved down his throat and the water turned on until it came out of his nose. He couldn't breathe.
Yeah. We know who they did that to. This is a letter from my wife. Can you please give it to her? I don't trust that they would do it here.
We need to focus on your hearing. We only have 5 days left. But it won't be easy since General Miller, a man with zero experience in intelligence gathering, is now in charge of this place. He believes he's in his own jihad to save America.
We're preparing an action against them.
What are you preparing?
I can't tell you.
An action at this time is not a good idea. It could affect your hearing. Why would you choose to do something like that now?
Because the fate of my brothers is more important than mine. The believers are like a body. When a limb aches, body reacts. The hadith.
I understand, but our goal here is to get you out.
I was happy to hear that my interrogator is important in the hearing. I believe God will guide him to make the right decision.
I hope so, my friend. I hope so.
So, no paradise, no hell, nothing. What happens to us after we die?
Didn't Allah say we were created from the earth and the earth is where we'll return? Yeah, that part I agree with. But since you asked me this question, can I ask you a similar one? Would you have embarked on a jihad if you didn't believe your martyrdom would be rewarded by paradise?
I would have. Because I was fighting for my Muslim brothers who were caught in a war that was not theirs.
In fact, the question I was really asking was, do you think there would be so many suicide bombers if they didn't believe they would be rewarded by paradise?
You're a crazy guy, but I like you. At least you tell it the way you see it.
But so please, don't participate in any action. Hello, sir. Mind if I join you? I'm Bob Levin. I'm Gamal Siddiq's lawyer.
I know who you are.
I'm sure the military knows everything and everybody in this camp. I saw you going to McDonald's. I assume it had to be decent?
It's the only easy takeout dining. I come out here to call my daughter. I assume that you didn't follow me out here to discuss the quality of the burgers.
That would be a correct assessment.
No, that's my job. I assess people.
So, what would be your assessment of my client?
I don't believe I'm at liberty to discuss that with you.
I understand that, sir, but we have this hearing in 5 days. I'm just trying to assist.
The best assistance you can provide is to convince your client to confess his involvement with Al-Qaeda.
So you think he's lying? You truly believe he's a terrorist linked to Al-Qaeda?
Not my job to decide if he's a terrorist or not. I represent the government that captured him because he's a terrorist.
Even as I'm sure you know, he was turned in by his neighbor for the bounty.
That is a convenient story. How would this neighbor even know about the bounty?
Well, we dropped millions of leaflets all over Afghanistan describing it.
Well, that's a nice story, too. Ever seen one of these leaflets?
I did. In fact, I have one in my room. I can show it to you if you want. Donald Rumsfeld himself, he confirmed it on national television. He said, and I quote, "Leaflets are dropped in Afghanistan like snowflakes in December in Chicago."
Well, the CIA wouldn't have paid out that kind of money unless they were convinced that these guys were guilty.
The CIA, they never checked on the guilt of these people.
All right. I really must excuse myself. I need to call my daughter.
Thank you for your time. Also, I heard that men in his block are being punished and no visitors are being allowed, not even lawyers.
General Miller will be visiting the camp to hopefully resolve that. We had a little trouble last night. You'll see your client soon.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy your lunch.
Stand behind your doors now. You get to meet the new commander, and if it goes well, you might get Qurans in all of your cells and maybe better food. Number 1, identify yourself.
I'm Gitmo.
I said identify yourself.
I am Gitmo.
Number 2, identify yourself.
I'm Gitmo.
I said identify yourself, shitbag.
I am Gitmo.
You'll be punished for that. Number 3, identify yourself.
I am Gitmo.
You heard me. Identify yourself, asshole.
I am Gitmo.
This is bullshit.
This is shit! Shut this down! Now! Motherfuckers are done. Call the IRS now! Motherfuckers are done. Shut this down right now!
Nothing again today?
Nope. Hey, Cass, could you at least send me a message to my voicemail or SMS me that you're okay? The situation here is becoming very difficult. I'm under a lot of pressure to produce results. What results? I have no idea what'll happen. But just let me know that you're okay and that everything there is okay. Also, if you haven't already, read Conference of the Birds. It's a really interesting poem. I think you'll enjoy.
Hey, Dad. I'm okay, just busy. Sounds like you're having a tough time. Sorry about that. I just heard an old speech by Mandela. I'll email you a link. You should listen to it. I'll talk to you when you get back.
Hey, officer. Do you have enough for us?
Always, my friend. Help yourself.
Thank you. How you doing?
I'm good.
Everything is okay?
I'm good.
How much you had to drink tonight?
I'm good.
You sure you want me to call you somebody?
Hey! What the fuck is this?
He's just gone.
Officer, you think this sets a good example for these men?
You're right. It is not. But it's the only way I can forget about with all the stuff that's going on here.
Coffee, please.
Sorry to disturb your moment, but I need to see my client, and I know you're preventing it.
Your client is not well and unable to receive visitors.
You've been playing this game for 2 days. It's intolerable as we have this hearing in less than 48 hours.
Sorry about that.
Look, I know my client has been kept in an airless cage with no sanitation for days.
How do you know that?
If you don't allow me to see him, I'll send a report about the torture of the detainees here to Washington. I'll name you in it.
Go ahead. I might get a bonus then.
Are you aware of the U.S. Supreme Court judgment of 1971 called Bivens versus 6 agents? It established a precedent which allows anybody to hold federal officials liable for violating a constitutional right, no matter who asked them to commit such crimes. So unless I see my client now, I will return to Washington this evening, and I will file a lawsuit against General Miller and all of the officers here, including you.
You do realize that we are acting under direct presidential orders, right?
As I just explained, it makes no difference. I will wait for you in front of his cell in 1 hour. No.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
It's me, Bob, your lawyer. How could you allow them to do this to this man? This is totally unacceptable.
Bring 2 chairs.
And turn off the refrigeration. It is unbearable and inhumane. Let's uncuff him immediately.
Just his hands.
Tell me what they did to you.
They came. Forced my head into the toilet. And flushed it over and over. I was beaten for hours. I threw my body against the wall so many times. And then they put me in a box. So dark. Couldn't move my body. Couldn't sit, stand, couldn't breathe. I started to panic. I started seeing things. I see a monster.
Have you eaten? Have you fed him anything?
He won't eat. They started a hunger strike.
Yes. They told us they would force feed us hummus if we don't eat. They'll shove it up our asses.
That's true. There's a plan to do exactly that.
And you think this is acceptable to treat a human being like this?
No, I don't. But what they did wasn't acceptable either.
What is this?
Ow! Oh, it's a dog bite.
I can't help him when he behaves like this and refuses to admit he's part of Hezb Islamic Gobedi. He'll be in this situation forever.
No, he won't. History's victims change. They're not always the same. This man was a victim of history. First, he went to war in Afghanistan, taking part in what essentially was a proxy war between the United States and the Soviet Union. It had nothing to do with Afghanistan. Men like him were pawns, but they're the ones paying the price. At the time, Al-Qaeda was our partner. Our government armed and financed them, which was clearly beyond absurd. Now that our partner has turned against us, our government has decided that anyone involved in a 10-year-old war is now a terrorist.
Well, that's a nice speech. What are you trying to tell me?
That you can change things by doing something right. And for the record, I will refuse to allow his status review hearing to be delayed, even if he has to be brought in on a stretcher.
Seriously, what do you expect to obtain from this hearing?
If you tell the truth, that you found no proof of his involvement in the 9/11 attack, the result will be the removal of his enemy combatant status.
And you think that'll set him free?
No. But it will restore his dignity and the rights that were taken from him. Here. This is the leaflet I told you about.
I'll think about it.
Think also of what your God thinks about this.
I will only allow this hearing if he eats and it gets cleaned up. It's going to be recorded. I don't want a spectacle.
Understood. Let me talk with him alone.
Can you please up both my arms forward? In case I don't make it, can you please try and give this to my family?
I will. Hey, hang in there. We'll get you out of this hell.
If there is a country that has committed unspeakable atrocities in the world, it is the United States of America. They don't care. They don't care for human beings. 57 years ago, when Japan was retreating on all fronts, they decided to drop the atom bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Killed a lot of innocent people. Those bombs were not aimed against the Japanese. They were aimed against the Soviet Union.
Gentlemen, we have now heard all arguments regarding the enemy combatant status of the detainee. I will now ask the defender and the prosecutor for a short summation so we may reach a decision.
Prosecutor, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is really very clear-cut. There is no doubt that that man sitting there is indeed an enemy combatant. He is in fact a part of Hezb Islami Gulbuddin, an aggressive militant group linked to Al-Qaeda. His imam, his own imam, has confessed that that man was a liaison to the terrorists of 9/11. Let me be crystal clear. We cannot remove this man's status as enemy combatant. That would restore his rights to a trial, which is clearly a major risk that we cannot afford to take. Prosecution rests.
Defender, your turn. Make it short. Defender, your turn.
Thank you, Mr. President. As the primary interrogator of this prisoner, I have tried on many occasions to get a confession from him with no results. We have no concrete material evidence of his involvement. However, I believe that if our government brought all these men over here, it is because they are terrorists. At this point, we may not have had the time or capability to find direct proof of their culpability. But with God as my witness, I believe this fight is larger than this man here and his link or not to the September 11th attack. I believe with all my heart that his status as enemy combatant should not be changed. Thank you, Mr. President.
Well, based on the evidence heard today, the request to change the detainee's enemy combatant status is denied. Thank you, sir. The prisoner may go.
It's not a surprise. We will find a way to get you out one way or another. These guys are just fighting for their God and against yours.
With men like these, there'll never be justice in this world.
We're a true civil society.
Hey, Cass. I was hoping you would answer, since I had such a good day, a victory of sorts. I was hoping to get lucky with you, too. You remember I told you that when I left, that I was going to fight for you and fight for our civilization. Well, you are safer today than you were yesterday, and I'm very proud of that. It was a small battle we won, not the war, but we're on our way for that as well.